and you sit there just frustrated because a lot of people right now are wondering why they're not getting any sales, why they're not getting the sales and leads they should be getting, why their business isn't growing, why they are having to struggle so much. And I'm going to go through right now the only three reasons why you are not getting sales, customers, or leads, and why your business isn't growing. These are the only three things that will affect, and actually, if you can control them and master them, you can create sales, customers, and grow and scale in any business, in any industry. Number one is quite obvious, but most people underestimate it. They don't really think it through because they don't think it's that big of a deal, but really it is, in essence, how every single business in the entire world is able to operate and function and grow and scale. You need leads. You need quality leads who are actually interested in your product and service. And a lot of people don't understand, a lot of businesses and even some smaller companies don't understand that you need quality leads. There is a difference between good and bad leads. What do I mean by this? Well, if you, for example, are selling pet supplies, you're selling pet food, but the people who are coming through your funnel or through your process who are seeing your ads, if they don't have any pets, why would they ever buy pet supplies? Why would they ever buy pet food? The answer is they wouldn't. They may show some interest and some may opt in, and this may cause you to get opt-ins, for example, but no one's going to buy it because they're not actually interested, or very few people will buy because maybe they're going to buy it for a friend who does have a dog or who does have a pet. But there's going to be a lot less % chance of people converting and people even opting in. And this can be a mismatchup that is causing your business to lack leads, lack customers, and not be seeing the results you should be seeing. So you need to think about and make sure that the ads that you are having running right now are going to the right audience who both need and who want your product or service. Because for every dollar you are spending on ads, on leads, on traffic, you want to make sure you're getting the highest ROI and lifetime value per customer and per lead. And the way you do that is by making sure you get the maximum amount of profit per customer and per lead. So your traffic flow must be on point. You must be getting a quality type of person, a quality type of lead going through your funnels and going onto your list. Number two, I just kind of brushed upon it just now. I hope you caught it, is that your ads, your funnel, your follow-up, and your sales pages all must match one another, and all must be made, copywritten, and geared towards your target audience who is most likely to want and need your product and service. So again, what do I mean by this? If you take a second, and again, go back to the example I just gave, someone who is selling, or a company that's selling pet supplies, you want to make sure your ad, number one, is geared towards people who, let's say for example, you want to mainly sell pet food, dog food. You want to make sure that your ads, your funnels, and your entire sales process is being gone through by people who have a dog, who are looking to buy dog food. There's people who have a dog. You wouldn't want people going through your funnel, this is a slight audience difference, who would have a chinchilla, or who would have a giraffe, or an iguana, or a tiger. Because while they maybe have pets, they don't have a dog, for example. But let's say, for example, you are selling pet food in general for a large variety of tame pets that you have around the house. You would want to make sure that your ads aren't showing to people who, number one, who don't have pets, or who have wild animals like tigers and who like bears and wild stuff like that. These are just a few examples of ways that your ads can mismatch with your target audience, but that simple mismatch, whether it's someone who's not interested, who actually doesn't want it, who couldn't actually use it, whatever the case may be, if you have that mismatch, it can cost you a lot of money. It can cost you a low percentage of people who are going to opt in, and an even lower percentage of people who are actually going to buy your product or service. This is why you need to make sure that your target audience matches your ad, and that your ad matches with your funnels and your opt-in pages, and your follow-up matches with your sales pages and funnels as well. Because once you have a coherent, exact process that matches, the language matches, the copywriting matches, the look of them match, the imagery and the branding all matches, this will drastically increase the amount of people who are joining, becoming a part of your business, buying your product and services, who are deciding to opt in, and who are deciding to possibly become lifetime customers with you. So make sure that whatever process you have for gathering leads' attention, turning them into an actual lead, and then getting them to buy is an exact, easy to understand, nicely seen, nicely put together process where the imagery or the branding or the copywriting is all fit and made and customized and personalized for your exact audience and target market. So if you have leads running through the door, if your ads are running and they're producing good or at least ideal prospects, but yet it seems like less and less people are buying from you, or it seems like you could have a lot more people investing, you should be getting more sales and more customers. The next third thing is the only other major big reason that you are not getting the sales, not getting the customers that you want, and this is going to be keeping you from being able to scale in the future. You must be following up with your clients, with your list, with your leads like a madman. Every single day you should be emailing your list. Every single day you should be posting content to where your audience is gathered to further build like no one trusts them so they may purchase later on. You need to make sure you follow up as much as you possibly can from a variety of different ways, because your leads will only become customers once they build like no one trusts you, or when they finally decide through your coercion, through your copywriting, through your imagery, through your videos, that this product is exactly what they want, and that's going to get them the result they need, and it's also going to eliminate some pain points for them. But if you don't keep presenting your messaging and your offer and yourself and your company to the prospect over and over and over again, they're not going to buy. Most likely they're not going to buy. Number two, they're probably going to forget about you. And number three, they're never going to actually follow and build and become a part of your company or your brand. If you didn't know, it takes between 7 and 12 and sometimes even more, sometimes 15 or 20 different times for you to follow up, for you to connect with someone on your list or in your audience to actually convert them into a buying customer. And also as well, number 4, this is a big one. If you want to actually scale, you need to make sure that you aren't just following up with your leads and your potential prospects. You need to also follow up with your current customers and get them to keep buying from you over and over and over again, and sell them other related or similar products and services. And the reason why this is so effective is because the higher amount of money you can have someone on your list or someone who is a customer keep reinvesting with you, this increases your lifetime value and return on investment from what you were spending on ads per customer and per lead. And when you do that, this allows you to spend either more on more advertising because you're returning so much money because you're able to get people to continually reinvest, or it gives you more time and location freedom, or all the above because you have more money to play around with in your business, so you can spend more on ads, you can spend more with your life, you can pay your employees more, or whatever the case may be. You also want to make sure that where your ads are placed, they're placed at your target audience, that your funnels match your ads, that your email follow-ups and your other ways to follow up with them matches the funnels, and so on and so forth. You want those. And you also want to make sure that thirdly, you are following up with them as much as you possibly can from a variety of different ways, through content, through emails, and through messaging. And fourthly, lastly, a little extra tidbit, if you want to make sure you are capable and are going to actually be able to scale, you need to get the customers who you already have to keep reinvesting with you. Those are the 4 ways you can make sure that your business is producing the leads and the customers and is capable of scaling. Because if you don't have those things in place, that's probably why right now you're not getting the sales you want, you're not getting the leads you want, and why you've been unable to grow your business as much as you possibly can. Again, if you can master those 4 things, split test them, optimize them, and make sure each one of them is performing as best as it possibly can, you'll see more results than you ever have in your business before. With that being said, have an absolutely great day, and I will see you in another video very soon.